tornado.
Huh?
What?
Continue, Miss. Please mute, huh? Mute except Joel.
Okay. Have you ever been in an earthquake or a tornado? These things may never happen where you live, but flooding is something that can happen in almost every part of the United States. Not all floods are alike. Some floods happen over many days. A flash flood can happen in minutes. Learning about floods can help you stay safe.
Okay, so what is the main idea of this paragraph? What are they talking about?
They are talking about floods,
Yeah.
like tornadoes and earthquakes, and the flash flood.
Yes. So they are not talking about earthquakes and tornadoes. Okay. They want to tell us that you may have experienced or encountered an earthquake or a tornado. Maybe you've seen it, but you haven't actually lived in it. And then they shifted to telling us that flooding is something that happened in every part of the United States. You know, United States is made of states, countries. In every country, they have or they suffer from flooding.
Yeah.
And then they told us, they gave us an example of types of floods. We have a flash flood, okay? And then we have other floods. They are going to tell us types of floods later on. Let me have Talia. Yalla Talia, read.
Where?
Why do floods happen? Paragraph number 2.
Miss, I still remember this. This is called a heading.
Bravo, Miss. Good.
Okay. Why do floods happen? There are two types of. The first type happens when a river has too much water. The water in a river rises over the river's banks. This might happen because storms have caused too much rain to fall. In rivers near mountains, melting snow can also cause floods. Warm weather can quickly melt the snow. The water flows down to flood the rivers.
Bravo. So can you explain, Talia, what is the first type of floods?
The first type of floods happens when a river has too much water.
Yeah, so when the river, let's assume this is like, what are the river banks? You know, let's say that this is the river, okay? The edges here, okay, from inside and the top, these are the river banks. We call them river banks. When the river is full of water, what happens to the water in it? It will what? Flood.
Yeah.
Okay, so where does this extra water come from? Where does it come from?
It comes from
Too much?
too much rain.
Too much rain, or there's another reason. If the river is next to a mountain and the mountain had snow on it, when the snow melt,
It can also cause
flooding.
floods.
Yes, it will also cause the level of the river to rise and then to flood over the banks or the edges. Talia, what happens when the water in the river rises above the banks? What happens?
It floods.
Yes, and so what? Is it something dangerous? Why are we even reading about it? Why is it important to learn about it?
Because it might happen and it will let us know if a flood is coming.
Why is it important for us to know if a flood is coming? Is it dangerous?
Yeah.
In what way?
Some floods are dangerous and some floods aren't.
Yeah, if there was too much rain, then how?
Yeah, like
What can?
in Beirut or Saida, there was a huge flood there, and it was dangerous.
Bravo. Good one. So what happened because of this flood? It's not because of river, miss. This is a Lebanese flood type, okay? This kind does not happen in United States. It happens only in Lebanon. So what happens? There was a traffic jam, okay? And plus the roads, there was a problem with the roads also, damaged roads. Okay, thank
Yeah.
you, Maria. Nice, miss. Let me have now, miss, I will focus on the online students, okay? Yalla, Mariam. Can you read the paragraph 3?
Yes.
Yeah.
What happens next? There can be many problems after a flood. If
No,
a farm,
no. Mariam, she didn't read paragraph 3. Why do floods happen?
sorry,
Yeah.
the second type of floods happen when seawater is pushed onto the land. This can happen during a hurricane. Strong winds blow water onto the land. Earthquakes can also cause this kind of flooding. The sudden movement of the ground can cause walls of water to rush towards the shore.
Bravo. So this is the second type, right? They told us that the first type comes from the river, and the second type comes from the sea. What will make the sea water run or rush
Seawater.
toward the land? What are the causes? The sea water should
A,
stay
hur-
in the sea.
a hurricane causes it.
Bravo, it can be a hurricane or even an earthquake. Sometimes earthquakes happen in the sea, and this will cause floods as well. This will cause walls, as they said. See how they describe it? They said walls of water to rush toward the shore. Excellent. Okay, can you add to what Talia said? Can you tell me why is it dangerous? Why are we learning about floods and how they can be dangerous? What can floods do?
They can kill people,
Kill. Excellent. What else?
do crashes,
I didn't hear the last one.
do car crashes,
Yeah, they may cause car accidents. Okay.
Sorry, and they may cause houses to flood.
And houses, bravo, miss. Some houses, they are below the level of the sea. So when the sea water flood, what happens? The water goes inside the house, and this is of course not healthy, and it causes a lot of problems. Okay, thank you. Bella. Yalla Bella. Thank you, Mariam, a lot. Bella بعلبك إياها. What happens next? Read paragraph number 4, please.
Okay.
Yeah.
There can be many problems after a flood. If a farm floods, the water
Yeah.
can drown crops. This means there will be less food for people to eat. Floods also cause damage to buildings and bridges. They
Bella,
can even wash away
it's
entire roads.
floods, not floods. Floods.
Flood.
Yeah.
Flood. Okay. They can even wash away entire roads. This can make it hard for rescue workers to help people who are trapped by the water. But it is important to get food and drinking water to covered in dirt.
You skipped a line. During a
To people during a flood. Flood. Everything they own may have been washed away, or it might be covered in dirt. Sewers can overflow and make drinking water dirty. This makes it unsafe without clean food and water. People can get sick.
You know what sewers are?
Yeah.
Okay.
The drain pipes?
Yes. Okay, so can you tell me here, they have listed a lot of problems that are
Yes.
caused by floods. Can you mention some? Can you re-list them or recall them?
Yes. Yes.
So what do we have?
The water can drown the crops.
Bravo. Water can drown the crops. What does this lead to?
The people will have less food to eat.
Bravo. This is a problem because people will have less food to eat. What else? Second problem.
Okay. Floods can also cause damage to buildings and bridges.
Bravo. Floods will damage buildings and bridges and sometimes roads. And why is this a bad thing?
Because this will be hard for rescue workers to get to the people in need.
Bravo, excellent. They cannot get them the food or the water that they need to drink. And what is the last problem that they talked about?
Yes. It can even wash entire roads, and this can make it hard for rescue workers to help people who are trapped by the water.
We said that. The last thing is about sewers, okay? Sewers, these are drain pipes that come from toilets, okay? So they can overflow, and this will affect the drinking water, and it will affect many things as well. Okay, so that's why floods are an important problem that we need to find solution for that. This is how, now this will take us to the paragraph number 5. Yalla Bella. What?
Okay. All over the world.
No, you said miss. I want to know what you want before I choose someone.
Okay. I was gonna tell you, I forgot what I was gonna tell you.
Okay, type it on the chat when you remember. Yalla Salma Abdullah, how do people avoid floods? All over the world.
All over the world, people work to avoid floods. In many countries, people build walls to keep water away from the land. In one part of England, there is a large metal wall across a river. The wall is raised when the sea level gets too high. This keeps the river from flooding.
Bravo. So here they told us one solution for floods. What is it? They are building what?
Walls.
Walls. Yes. Okay. Okay. What are these walls? How do they control them? When the sea level is low, then they will keep the wall down. Okay, so the water can move freely through the stream. But when there's too much rain or there is something with it, there's something that may cause a flood, they raise up the wall, and then the wall will work as a barrier, and it will stop the water from flooding. Okay. What do we have next? Last paragraph. Yalla Rev.
Okay. In the United States, many towns have sold part of their land. The government used the land to create wetlands. These wetlands act like sponges that absorb water from floods.
So
this helps to stop.
you know, just 1 second, because this cannot be may not be clear. So what did they do? If this is the river, okay? If this is the river, what did the government do? They bought, or they, you know, the past of buy, they bought the land that is next to the river. Okay, they call it wetlands. It's a big area of land far away from people. So when there's a flood, this wetland, it's empty. It's going to absorb the water that is flooding before the water reaches to the buildings and to the people and to the crops. So it's a wetland is an empty land next to the river. Okay, that's how it will absorb the water when the river floods. Continue, Rev. This helps.
Okay. This helps stop the water from reaching towns. Reaching towns, I mean. And damaging them. Floods can be scary, but flooding does not last forever. People are working to make floods less harmful to buildings, land, and themselves. Knowing how floods happen can help you save. Being ready can help you
stay safe too. Okay, correct, Miss. Let's do these questions quickly, okay? So these are the vocabulary words. Ready? Yalla, Rida. Buildings and bridges can what in an earthquake? Okay, Salma Tiba. Yalla, Salma. Buildings and bridges can what in an earthquake?
Collapse.
Number 2, the rising water can cause what to land and people?
To land on people.
The rising water can cause?
Oh my God.
Yalla Joel, give help to Salma.
It's destruction.
Can cause destruction to lands and people. Do number 3, Joel, continue.
Okay. Rescuers help people with substantial injuries.
Rescuers help people with substantial.
I know with what.
With Miss substantial. We're going
Miss,
to
can I
another sentence.
Miss, can I have? I mean severe. I said substantial instead of severe.
Yeah. Okay. How about you do number 4?
Yeah. Natural disaster. Okay, what happened? Okay. Natural disasters usually cause substantial damage.
Okay, so this one makes more sense. Okay. Let's have now. Let me see. Who do I have in my list? Zahra Sulaiman. Yalla Zahra. And after Zahra, Hassan Zalghut. Okay. Yalla Zahra. When we drop things. Zahra Sulaiman. Hassan Zalghut. Okay. Yalla Zahra. Number 5. When we
drop things, makes them fall.
Yeah, what makes them fall?
Falling.
Gravity, Miss. Gravity. Okay, Hassan Zalghut, can you do number 6?
Yes.
Yalla, do number 6, please. What thing happens when two surfaces rub against each other?
Friction.
Friction. Do number 7. Our bicycles
Accelerate as we go down the hill.
Good one. Yalla, do number 8.
It is too thrilling to be presented.
Is thrilling to be the representative of the class. Bravo. Who found the meanings of drown and avoid? Raise your hand. Yalla, Maryam.
Me, Miss, I found.
You will do the next. Yalla, Maryam.
Okay.
Miss, can I do some too?
Yalla, 1 second.
Miss, I really know it. Can I after?
Guys, unmute Maryam. Yalla, what's the meaning of drown? Bella, please.
Sink.
Drown means sink. Bravo. It also means a flood.
Yeah, sink and flood.
And avoid?
Avoid means to prevent something from happening.
Avoid means to keep away. Also, these words Bella. These words are already in the text, okay? For example, flood is mentioned in the text and keep away is also mentioned in the text, okay? You have to look carefully to find the solution. Okay, who wants to answer number 1? What are the 2 types of floods in these paragraphs? Paragraphs 2 and 3. Salma Abdullah. Yalla Salma Abdullah. Salma Abdullah, you raised your hand.
Yes.
Yalla, what are the 2 types of floods?
First type of floods happens when a river has too much water.
Bravo.
And the second type of flood happens when seawater is pushed onto the land.
Excellent, Miss. Bravo. And this is where you can find the answers. Bravo. So this is we call it a coastal flood, okay? Or let me see. This is the river flood. So when it rains or when the snow melts, this is usually the normal level of the.
This happened inside the water came into the house.
Yeah, this is the normal river level, and these are the banks. Do you see them? So when it rains too much, the water rises above its level, and then it will flood the land and it will flood the houses. And this is the coastal flood, or also the sea, the one that happens at the sea. So what happens? See, do you see the wind? High wind can take walls of water and push them towards the shore. Okay? Yalla, list the 3 problems. Who wants to do? Let me have Talia. Yalla, Talia.
Okay. I have a list 3 problems caused by floods. The first type happens when a river has too much. Wait. Sorry, the wrong one. Floods also cause damage to buildings and bridges.
Buildings and bridges. What else?
They can even wash the entire roads.
Washing entire roads.
If a farm floods, the water can drown the crops.
Bravo.
This means there will be less food to eat.
Bravo. So the water can drop the crops. Floods can cause damage to buildings, and also the last one, sewers can overflow and make drinking water dirty. Okay, Miss, thank you. Yalla Hassan Zalghout, list 2 ways people use to avoid floods. You can get the answers from paragraphs 5 and 6. Hassan Zalghout. Who wants to do this one, Miss? Raise your hand. Yalla. Let me see if someone. Yalla Joel, you're the only one raising your hand.
Okay. 2 ways people use to avoid floods. First, the first one is people build walls to keep water away from their land.
Excellent, building walls. The second type?
Second type is many towns have sold part of their land.
But selling the land is not a solution. When people sold their lands, who bought the land? Yalla Rev. Rev raised her hand. Yalla Rev. Maybe she has the right answer.
The question, the 2 ways people
Number
use
3.
to avoid a flood.
Yes.
Okay. The 2 ways. The first one, people work
walls. Give me the second one.
Okay. People build. I found it. People build walls to keep water away from the land.
This is number 1. What is number 2?
Oh, number 2. Okay. Many towns have salt water.
Okay, you're thinking
Oh,
the wetlands.
wetland.
Yeah, miss, we do not have time to think about it, right, Rare?
Oh.
So number one, people build walls to keep water away from the land. And the second one, governments used some land to create wetlands, as I showed you before. How do wetlands work to stop floods? Yalla, Mariam.
Wet, wetland work to stop floods. The wetland will be empty, so when the flood happens, the water doesn't go to people.
Yeah, so the wetland will what?
Will get the water.
A sponge. I cannot hear you clearly. So it will act like a sponge. It will absorb the water. Adir, please mute. Okay. So wetlands act like sponges that absorb water from the flood. Okay. Now here, have you ever seen a natural disaster? What was it? What damages did it cause? Who did this question? This question it will vary from 1 to 1. Okay. The answer will vary. Who did this question? Ref and Salma Abdullah, you always raise your hands.
I didn't.
Okay, so no, none of you did this one, Yamas. You can say yes.
No, I didn't.
Yes, I did it.
Miss, I did it. I did it.
Salma, yalla Salma or Bella. I don't know who talked.
I talked to
Salma
Miss
Abdullah.
Maria.
Yalla Salma. What is the answer, Salma? Okay, Miss, she changed her mind. Miss, I'm going to skip the phonics and
Miss, I did it. I did it.
no problem.
Miss.
Just 1 second. I will skip these because I believe they are easy and you can still watch the recorded video of the solution, but I just want to move on to the writing part, okay? Because you have writing on Friday. So this is a how-to or step-by-step paragraph, okay?
Sure, but we solved the writing quiz in the.
Miss, not the group B. I'm talking to online students.
Oh, okay.
Not also group A, only the online students, okay? So let's say, for example, you have this prompt. Write a step-by-step paragraph or guide that explains how to decorate a Christmas tree. So what do we say? This is how to decorate a Christmas tree. This can be the title. Even though the title is long, but it is fine. It's okay, no problem. What is the topic sentence? We say, is decorating a Christmas tree a simple task? Now, your answer is going to be the topic sentence. Don't say yes. Yes is wrong. You have to give me a full sentence. For example, decorating a Christmas tree is a simple task. This is your topic sentence. And then you can say, now I will show you a step-by-step guide. Okay? So step number 1, you can say, as you can see, I give you vocab words and pictures so you can understand. Hang up the lights. You can say hang up the LED lights, bubble lights, colorful lights. You can add more details. Step number 2, add garland. You can say there are silver, golden, green garland. You choose the best color or the color that suits you and add garland. You can also say some people don't like to add garland, so you can skip this step. Okay?
Miss, what is a garland?
Here's a picture of the garland. Do you see it? I put pictures of them. This is it. It's this thing that you do it as a ribbon, like you can wrap it.
Yeah, people put it on their doors in Christmas.
Yes, you can also use it for the door. And the last step number 3. Yeah.
My family and I already put the Christmas tree and there's presents underneath.
Nice, miss.
And me too.
Okay.
But we're not going to open them now. We're going to open them in Christmas.
Nice.
December 24.
Great, Bella. Bravo. Yalla, miss. Yalla, we're running out of time. And then we can say hang ornaments. And you can say, for example, hang different sizes of ornaments, different colors. You choose. And this is the concluding sentence. You can say decorating a Christmas tree is an easy task. As you can see, the concluding is just like the topic, but we just move the words here and there. Okay? Now, this is the last paragraph.
Miss, can I tell you mine? Miss, can I tell you mine?
Yes, I will listen to yours. 1 second. Okay? And this will be the end. Yalla, miss. Yes, Dalia.
Is decorating a Christmas tree. Is decorating a Christmas tree a simple task? First step, get Christmas decorations and hang up LED lights and bubble lights. I prefer red and white lights because it makes it more Christmas looking. Next, add garland to make it look perfect. Last step is my favorite because we get to hang ornaments. Choose a gold shiny balls that has glitter on it so it makes it shiny. Finally, decorating a Christmas tree is an easy task. Merry Christmas.
Excellent, miss.
Miss, can I say mine?
Amazing.
Miss, can I say mine?
Yalla, Joel, quickly, huh? And then Mariam.
Miss, but I made another topic sentence.
Okay, choose. No problem. Of course.
How to decorate a Christmas tree. My family and I were so excited to decorate the Christmas tree. First, we hang up the colorful LED lights and bubble lights of red, blue, green, and yellow colors. Next, we added the green needle-shaped garland.
Wow.
Then, we hang the ornaments that has drawings on and shaped like a ball. At last, we had fun decorating the Christmas tree with the family.
Bravo, miss. Bravo. Excellent. Yalla, Mariam.
This is how to decorate a Christmas tree.
Excellent topic.
Decorating a Christmas tree is an easy task if you follow these steps.
Great.
First, get your Christmas tree and set it up where you want it. Second, hang up your LED lights and bubble lights. Next, get your garlands and put them up. Then hang colorful ornaments. Finally, put a shiny star at the top to bring the Christmas spirit. Decorating a Christmas tree is an easy task.
Wow, miss. We have a winner. I love it, miss. Really nice. Excellent.
Miss, I have a garland right over here.
Dalia. Okay, who else would like to share her paragraph or his paragraph? Salma Tiba. Yalla, Salma.
To decorate a Christmas tree. Decorating a Christmas tree is very easy. This is how you do it. First, hang up the bubble lights and set up and pick any color that you want to do. Second, next you add. I prefer the color gray since it makes it shiny. Second, then you add the ornaments that you need. Finally, you're done with your Christmas tree. Decorating a Christmas tree is now very easy.
Bravo.
Merry Christmas.
Bravo, miss. Okay, let's make it more challenging. Bella, can you tell me how do we make popcorn? Tell me the steps on how to make popcorn.
Miss, can I say?
Bella.
How to make popcorn.
You don't know